everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Our rare is Valakut Awakening. I'm kind of fine taking this card. I think it's good. Yeah, no complaints about it. It's a spell land. It's got a good effect. Card advantage in red. I don't know where it's at its best. Maybe Wizards because it's a instant, but otherwise Shatterskull Minotaur is a good party beater. Bug Catcher's a good party beater. Fissure Wizard, not bad, but yeah, we'll start it off with the Valakut Awakening. All right, follow-up pick. Well, in red, we've got Spark Mage, which is good for party deck. Synchronized Spellcraft, good for party. Linvala is the rare, which is good. Kind of abandoned ship a little bit on the Valakut Awakening. So I might just take the Spark Mage, although, yeah, probably don't want to take a two-color card here, especially if neither of the two colors are my Awakening. I'm fine taking a Spark Mage. I think it's good. Like I said, it kind of motivates you to want to play a party deck, but we can get that figured out. Like I could take a Shepherd here. That'd be fine for party. Seagate Colossus, I guess, would keep us red and whatever else. Otherwise, just Colony Ambush, good spell land. Could go sort of a Gruul route. Probably would have to abandon ship on the Spark Mage, but I suppose taking a Shepherd here keeps us in a Boros party path, which might actually be good with like Bug Catchers and stuff like that. It's also Low Mage's Familiar, Marasa Rootgrazer. Like I said, all the uncommons are playable and good here, but I think we'll go Shepherd. All right, Soaring Thought Thief, there's a card. Otherwise, we have Fissure Wizard for party, Sellsword for party. Probably prefer the Fissure Wizard. Although Sellsword makes more sense if we end up a... Fissure Wizard doesn't work as well with the Spark Mage. But it's a better card than Sellsword, I would think. Being able to loot is probably true. Also keeps us more red in case we don't end up white. Soaring Thought Thief obviously in here and good. But I'm fine taking the Wizard, I think. It's a pretty unexciting pick here. But it keeps us in red, which is probably smart. Still leaves us open to maybe playing Wizards. We can take the Blood Priest here. You know, I really... Otherwise, we take another Fissure Wizard, which would be fine. But I never really get to play the black-red party deck. Yeah, we can take a Blood Priest. Black-red party aggro is possibly a pretty good deck. Here we'll probably take the Adept, just because Skulker, not really what we're looking for so much in black-red party. But Adept is actually just very good for red-white party, since it's a wizard. Unfortunately, we basically have like all wizards right now, wizards and clerics. But there's plenty of warriors in red and white, so hopefully we can find those too. So we could take the Sellsword here. In black, we have a Dreadworm and a Mucklord, or we just take the McKindy Stampede. I think we take Stampede over Sellsword. I want some cheap warriors, but spell lands are tough to pass up. They're good ways to win the game. All right, Outrider's a good pickup for a party deck. Actually, Sneaking Guide would be pretty good too. Sneaking Guide would keep us more red, I suppose, for a Blood Priest, but at this point, we might just have to pull the trigger on red-white anyway, so let's take the party card. All right, another chance to get a Fissure Wizard. I suppose that makes sense for party synergies, so we'll take it. Get another Adept. We've got like all wizards right now. Like I said, though, we're in red-white, so should be able to find clerics and warriors. Rogues are going to be a little bit tougher to come by, but they're in red, so there's at least the Sneaking Guide and the Grotag Runner. Suppose we don't need any of this. I can take a Sizzling Barrage. Cut the red card we're not going to play. And neither of these cards matter. We'll take the weaker one. Splash Blood Priest in a party deck would be nice, especially given that it's a cleric, creature type we don't have much of, but it seems unlikely we would splash Blood Priest unless we got some good mana fixing for it. So pack 2, Akiri. Yeah, it's a warrior. It's got a relevant ability. Otherwise, there's Nahiri's Binding, some removal. We don't have any equipment yet, but it is a 3-drop, 3/3. It's multicolor, though. It might make more sense to take the removal, especially given that we don't really have much right now. We have a Spark Mage and a Sizzling Barrage, which I would prefer to not play. I'm okay taking the Binding over the Akiri. I don't think we're going to end up being some sort of equipment deck anyway. It is a cool ability if you do end up with equipment, but there's not a lot of equipment in this format. And Kitesail Cleric would actually be pretty good too, but I think Binding gets some good removal. He's fine. We can take the Night Runner here. There's Valid Cut Exploration, which is kind of a cool card, but Night Runner's a relevant creature type. I think the ability's kind of good too. Exploration's kind of cool. You get extra spells every turn. Helps you if you're getting flooded. What are the chances of Night Runner coming back? I'm not sure. I think this Night Runner does help a lot, though. I think for the sake of the deck, we're probably just going to take the Night Runner. Allied Assault is a huge reward for playing. I want the Bug Catcher too, unfortunately, but I think Allied Assault can win a lot of games. Practice Tactics would, of course, be good too, but I'll take the Allied Assault. Spikefield Hazard is good. I want the Ambusher too, and even Celebrant would be fine in here, but Spell Land, that is also removal and can burn face. I think we'll take that. If there'd been a Bug Catcher in there, I probably would have taken that over the Spikefield Hazard, but another Hazard, huh? Or we can take Resolute Strike or a Banneret. Banneret would be good too, but I think we'll take the Hazard, the second one. I like them. I think they're useful. There's a lot of X1s that it kills, and it's also a spell land, which is just nice. All right, well, I think we just take a Thundering Rebuke here because it's cheap removal. Otherwise, Spellcraft would be really good for us too. And the Banneret, I want that. I'd play the Colossus. A lot of cards we'd play in there, but I think Rebuke, just nice cheap removal, is good. Here we have a choice between Sneaking Guide, Sellsword, and Protector. I think Sellsword is the most efficient creature. Cleric is a tough to come by creature type for our colors. But we only have one warrior right now, so I guess we'll go with the Sellsword. It's also a 2-drop. So we want some like more removal or combat tricks if we're going to beat down efficiently here. Another Adept would be good, but Electromancer actually looks really good in here. If we didn't have so many wizards, it'd be better. But what I like about Electromancer is it lets you power out, like you can go Sellsword, Electromancer, and power out another Fissure Wizard. Kind of lets you just get really aggressive fast, so I think I'm going to take the Electromancer here. Kind of makes sense for a party deck. Like I said, the only problem is we have so many wizards. We can take a Molten Blast. I don't want to have to play it, but I suppose we can in a pinch. Can take a Dauntless Unity. It might actually be playable in here. We have a lot of little bodies, and we want to, well, we need some more little bodies, to be honest. But I think it could be good. Chances are kind of low we'd end up playing the Molten Blast. We have 4 spell lands already, though, which is nice. So we're looking for Bug Catcher. I guess we take a Tactics because it probably kills a lot of things for us. We do need some creatures, though. We need to... There's an Ambusher back. That's nice. Definitely taking that. We don't really have great finishers, so I think Dauntless Unity and Allied Assault are a good way to make our little creatures bigger threats. Lagac, we're just taking it because it's red. For party, you can't really play non-class cards and find a lot of success there. All right, second Thundering Spark Mage seems good. I think Bug Catcher would be good too, but it's tough to go wrong with a 4-drop that comes in, kills something. I really want the Bug Catcher, to be honest, but I think we're taking the Spark Mage just for the value. Another Electromancer is a good pickup. I think they're actually good in here. Maybe we wield the tactics. Celebrant does stuff, I guess, but we need 2 more creatures. I'll take the second binding, I suppose. Celebrant would be okay too, but it's more of a... I think we want to be offensive, and Celebrant's a little more defensive. All right, Banneret would be good. Nothing else really for us anyway, so we'll take it. Kind of rewards us if we get flooded. Don't really need any of this. Take a random raptor because we have 4 spell lands, but I don't want to play it really. So we have a pretty good mix of creature types. We basically have a good mix of wizards, rogues, warriors, but we only have, I think, the 1 cleric. So I could have maybe taken the protector over the sellsword just to get another cleric in there, but this'll do. All right, another sellsword. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with them for a aggro deck, I don't think. They hopefully at least trade or something along those lines. And we have the Stampede and the Dauntless Unity as decent finishers if we build like a little army. The Spark Mages, I think, work well in that role too. Oh, Canyon Jerboa would be sweet with all our little dudes, but I kind of want the Protector just because it makes our party cards better, like Allied Assault and 2 Spark Mages and Shepherd of Heroes and Ardent Electromancer and Practice Tactics. Like, we have too many synergy cards. I think Canyon Jerboa is way stronger, but ultimately I think this is better. So Expedition Healer, actually another cleric would be nice. I'm going to take it over the Celebrant just because it beats down better. I do think the life gain is good, but I think we'd prefer the healer. Prefer to get some more damage in. Here I'm going to take Inordinate Rage, I think, over the Sneaking Guide. Sneaking Guide would be good too, but Inordinate Rage is actually pretty good for us. I want to get that extra damage in. I want to have a cheap combat trick. None of these cards really matter for us. That's a late Blood Priest. Wow. I wish I could splash those somehow because they'd be really good for us, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got. I think we're fine. 4 spell lands. Good diversity of threats. I think there's nothing flashy about this deck is the biggest downside, but so we can count that as a land, we can count this as a land, we can count these as lands. So we have 4 lands already, 12, 16. We can probably get away with 17 pretty easily, especially with 2 Fissure Wizards. So we can cut a creature. Could be the healer, but we only have, what, 3 clerics, so might actually be the sellsword then. I don't like cutting our 2 drops, but would I rather have an ambusher or a sellsword? I guess we can have one of each. And actually, ambusher works better with the Electromancers because you can do like a turn 2 healer into a turn 3 Electromancer ambusher, whereas you can't do that with the sellsword because it's got the white mana. That's actually true. That's probably a good reason to do that. We could try 16 lands here, but with 4 spell lands, I don't really see the... And the Seagate Banneret, I don't really see the practical purpose of that. So we've got 2 double white with the Nahiri's Binding. We don't have any double red. So I think we just do the extra mana in white. So 9, 8. Something like this. All right. We'll try this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we're in round 1. We'll keep this. Probably play the McKindy Stampede turn 1. Because then I can go turn 2 Fissure Wizard, turn 3 Electromancer, Fissure Wizard. maybe turn 4 Unity, which is pretty good. Oh, actually, you know, I kind of needed that sellsword. That's nice. Because now I can go sellsword. Electromancer, Fissure Wizard. Although I don't know if I'm discarding anything yet. Sure. I think we'll just play the Adept now. All right. Okay, so guess we go land, we attack with the Adept. So I'll play Electromancer, Fissure Wizard, probably just discard the planes. And I'm just trying to set up for a good Dauntless Unity. So currently we just have 3 wizards. Makes Spark Mage quite a bit worse. We're gonna try and race here. Okay, so guess we attack with everything here. Maybe just these 2, actually. All right. Now I think we just try and get as many bodies on board as possible here. So we'll do the Banneret, Fissure Wizard. So Spark Mage can deal 2, which really isn't enough, but that's all right. We'll leave it for now. If they attack with the Root Grazer, I think we do actually need to block because it has Vigilance. So I'll probably block with Banneret and a Fissure Wizard. I think that's okay. All right, so we'll take 8 here, it looks like. Man, land there would have really made a big deal difference. So they can... Yeah, we're actually just shy because of that, I think. Let's see, I kicked Dauntless Unity. I mean, we're going to attack with everything anyway, but 4, 8, plus 2, 11. So we're going to be shy. Otherwise, I kill... Let's say I Spike Field it, and then Dauntless Unity unkicked. I do 4, 7, 10, 12. Still shy. And we're at 2. Well, I suppose we... Yeah. We just attack with these two. Alright, and then we can do the Spark Mage. So we have Warrior and Wizard, so I guess we'll just kill this. Might actually need the Spike Field Hazard if we... So we'll just chump here. And we should have it with this Dauntless Unity, I think. Let's see, they block our biggest guy. They take 4. Yeah, so they are actually dead now. Thankfully. Close one, but we did get there. See you for the next one. All right, we can keep this. We're in game 2 here. I suppose we don't have to play the Spike Field Hazard right away, especially given that it's fairly useful as a kill spell. Turn 1 Kite Sail. That's a unusual choice. All right. Unfortunately, now we are kind of getting punished for not playing the Spike Field Hazard, but that's all right. They might play a creature we can kill, and then it'll make it okay. And it happens to be a creature I really, really want to kill, too, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's an easy Thundering Rebuke here. And then the question is, do I want to do the hazard? I still kind of don't want to. Is that wrong? Guess we'll find out. Might keep me off Outrider, but since I still have Protector, Outrider's better later anyway. What's it going to be? I'm curious. If I were them, I would take the Protector, I think. It's nice to see our Thundering Spark Mage actually look good. I guess I should have played my Hazard there. Alright, we'll play the Hazard now. Alright. So... Let's see here. We just go Outrider. And pump the Adept, I suppose. Get in for 6. Then we'll play a Banneret and pass. Yeah, Hierophant's a pretty strong one. I mean, we do have the Spark Mage, which makes it quite a bit better. I suppose they're going to be able to get their Cleric of Lifespawn back, though. So we can... guess we just attack with these 3. I don't want to attack with everything. I don't want to do the Spark Mage either, because then I can't really attack. They have Subtle Strike mana up, so this could punish us. Well, if that's the worst thing, that's not so bad. So I can kill Aura still. Which we're going to have to do. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands, so we kill Aura first so they can't bring anything back. Because if I attack first, then it doesn't quite work out as well. We're still looking pretty good. Looks like they have... Alright, Blood Beckoning. I don't know if they can live through this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're good. All right. Cool. Let's see for the next one. All right. We got a good keep here. Would be nice to rip like a Teeter Peak Ambusher, because that would let me go Wizard, Electromancer. I guess I can still go... No, I guess I can't quite do that. So I can play the Stampede, but Stampede is actually an important card for our deck, even though I'm counting it as a land in my deck. because we've got so many little dudes that +2/+2 is actually kind of valuable. So I can rebuke that, I guess. I don't know if I want to, though. They're probably aggro, though, so... but I can trade it with a wizard. Alright. Or kill it with a spark mage at some point. Could have discarded a land there. I don't know if that's better, though. Outrider's a good draw. So... get in for 2 for now. I'll just drop an Electromancer. So next turn we can go Outrider, possibly into Spark Mage maybe. Or maybe they drop like a Malachor Blood Priest or something and we can kill that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, now I guess we just drop an Outrider on an empty board. I'm okay with that too. So, I want to rebuke the Channeler, but I also want to play the Adept. So I think I'm going to attack here. I'm going to hope we draw a land off of the Adept here. I think that's better. Fifth land lets me do the Stampede. Alright, I think we'll play this land. Because now I'll have Dauntless Unity and McKindy Stampede. If I didn't do that, and I played the Stampede instead, next turn I could have gone Spark Mage plus Spikefield to kill the Channeler. It's not terrible, actually. Alright, Shepherd's kind of cool, but I think that we just play the Spark Mage, kill the Skulker. Still kind of don't really want to play the McKindy Stampede, to be honest. I mean, Channeler's not currently a threat, and even when they get 4 spells in their yard, I can still rebuke it. So as long as I'm attacking into it, it seems okay. Yeah, I guess we just smash. We have Dauntless Unity, and we've got some goodies here, I guess. What does playing Electromancer do? Just gives us more bodies. I'm fine with it. No reason to not do that. So kill your 2 dudes. And I'm just going to rebuke this. It just makes good use of mana right now while I'm tapped out. There's really no reason to use that ability. It doesn't do anything on your opponent's turn. No need to play the Stampede currently. we can, let's see. This just adds 2. Let's see if I McKindy stamp. They can kill it regardless, huh? I suppose it doesn't matter then. I don't have a way for them to not kill my dude here, so I'll just get in. Probably just drop a Shepherd of Heroes, I guess. Could have pre-combated that, I suppose. Gained a little bit more life. Yeah, would I prefer that, or I guess we'll just play a Stampede. We'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a good keep. I like this hand because even though it's like all wizards, we've got removal. We can ditch something to wizard, I suppose, if we wanted to, although not a ton of need to do that. Ooh. Yeah, now we can go... This is actually really nice. Now we can go Healer, Electromancer, Wizard. It's pretty good. Well, we're going to rebuke that. That's for sure. So now, yeah, it's even better. So we go Electromancer, rebuke the Scavenger, and get in for 2. And Night Runner Rogue gives us another creature type, which is nice. Mind Carver, sure. Don't really have any nasty plays we can do this turn, so we'll probably just play the Night Runner, I think. Gives me 2 creature types. Makes Allied Assault look pretty good. So we can do the Adept now. Maybe draw a land. Didn't quite get the land, but not a big deal. I guess I should have attacked first, maybe? No, I don't think so. Maybe. So we have Spark Mage, which can nuke for 3, which is pretty good. We'll just binding this in case they have instant speed, Zulaport Duelist or whatever. Thought Thief, not really that big of a deal. We can Spark Mage the Thought Thief too, which is nice. They're at 7. We just need to find an opening to use this Allied Assault. They have 4 cards in hand, though. I don't know what they're doing over there. So the problem with the Spark Mage is that if they have a bounce spell, they can bounce like either our Rogue or our Healer. Probably our Rogue because it costs more. And then our Spark Mage only nukes for 2. But then we can still attack into the Thought Thief, so I think that's okay. We only have 2 cards in yard too, which is nice. So we'll go for it. See what they got. Maybe they have Anti-Cognition. I mean, they could have like Deadly Alliance too or whatever, but that was the definite wrong one to choose. was a big mistake on their part. Land there would have actually been pretty good. I think we're going to play the Valakut Awakening because I feel like being able to make a double play next turn is probably pretty valuable. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, we can keep this hand. Oh, that was a good draw. Alright. So, probably play a Fissure Wizard, I guess. If I was going to trade something off for the... I don't know if we need to discard anything, though. We still have 4 lands. Or 2 more lands in hand, or whatever. So, I'm fine. We can't play our Adept next turn unless we draw an untapped land, but that's okay. I'll play it if I have to. Ooh, Spikefield Hazard, that's nice. That was a good draw, too. So, yeah, this is an easy one. We just... guess we can attack first. If they trade with their GOP, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll do untapped land, Spikefield Hazard on GOP. And guess we can do Healer. It's got Vigilance. Because their guy has Vigilance, we'll offer the trade here. Bargain War Leader, sure. So we'll play an Adept, see if we get a land. If we don't, we'll play the Stampede. Because I want to make multiple plays a turn here. Alright, so we'll play the Stampede. It's currently just Wizard, but it's okay. So we got the 5th land, which would let us go Sellsword, Adept. So I guess we do Adept first. Alright, Tactics is cool. But we'll do Sellsword first here. They're tapped out. So they get a 2-for-1. Well, if they attack with the Tactician, we just double block it. Alright, this actually works out fine. We can eat their Tactician. We do take 6 from the Minotaur, but we only lose 1 thing. If they have Tactics, I guess they get us. Wait, no, they don't even get us. They would just get a 2-for-2. This works out fine. So now we can go Outrider. We can do Spark Mage. Guess we just do Outrider. Get in for 8. And pass. So we can only deal 4 to that. Maybe stop after damage. Not a great 2-for-1 to be honest, but the threat was real with that thing, so this is probably okay. Alright, so now we can attack with both. We'll play the Spark Mage. And we'll sandbag land so we can discard it to Fissure Wizard. I don't think we need any more white mana. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, got another keep here, good hand. I'm willing to trade my Banneret for an Inordinate Rage. For a Sizzling Barrage, I suppose. I think we actually play the Sellsword here. I don't want to discard anything to the Wizard. And Wizard can be played off an Electromancer if we draw one, so it's better. So they have just Rogue. I guess we'll discard... We'll show them the Wizard. We'll discard the Wizard, that's fine. We can play the Adept anyway, so... play the Adept for now. That's good. I don't want to trade my Sellsword for a Acquisitions Expert. We have some cards that pump in this deck, so I prefer this. So it looks like they're just like kind of doing a similar thing to what we're doing. Just a little party brew. Really? They're going to make it unblockable to get in for one? That'd be awesome. I'd love that. So we'll do the Spark Mage to kill the Fissure Wizard. And we can get in with the Adept. Still saving our Sellsword for a rainy day. Adept number 2. I think so. Or do it now in case we get something. Removal maybe, I don't know. Ooh, Spikefield Hazard's pretty slick. Just kill this. So we snap binding. I think we can take him to 1 here. Sure. Keep a protector on top, why not? So they need 3 blockers here to live. I mean, Thwart the Grave would bring back some stuff for him. Bouncer's not going to do it. Alright. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we can actually keep this in. We'll have to play the Valakut Awakening, but I'm okay with that. Maybe we'll get lucky and rip a untapped land. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. We still do need an actual another land in order to do anything with this hand, but I still think it was a keep. Both colors. Feels worthy of a keep to me. So now we can play the Adept if we want. Probably do. No plays there is nice. So let's, yeah, you know what? Let's play Adept. It kind of makes more sense to me than Electromancer. Electromancer lets us do a double play. Adept helps us find some more action. Skydancer we can deal with at some point here. We have the Shepherd of Heroes too, which is nice. I'm willing to block Ambusher with my Adept too. Uh-oh. That's pretty good. So we can go Electromancer, Thundering Rebuke. I don't know what I rebuke. Go Outrider. Not sure what that really does either, though. I mean, I suppose we got to get some bodies off the board, so we'll do this and rebuke the Electromancer. It's got 3 power. At least Ambusher they have to pay to get in there. Next turn, Shepherd. I mean, I can't afford to take a bunch of turns of Seagate Colossus, so I might have to double block it. Which I don't love, but I'm not sure I can afford to take a bunch of damage here either. Well, two for one myself. I mean, I just can't afford to take 7 damage a bunch of turns, so I think we gotta block it. Alright, so we can play a Shepherd. Pass. So we can binding the Colossus, but we're at 6, so we take too much and die. All right, binding there, and I guess we just pass. This is where I usually just concede to save some time. Kind of the downside of a arena is there. I feel like I'm always in a big rush to just go to the next game. I don't know if it's because it's free or what. All right, we'll see for the next game. All right, got a keep here. I probably play the Stampede just to guarantee that I can go Healer into Adept. That also lets me cast the Nahiri's Binding. Alright, we'll go Stampede. think I'm actually going to take it. I have the Farsight Adept. I kind of want more. My guy has Vigilance. Kind of seems okay to me. Here we'll attack for 2. And we'll play an Adept. Champion with no warriors. That's good. So we can rebuke here. Can attack. And we can inordinate rage with the healer if we want. We will. Scry, Ambusher. Yeah, Ambusher's fine actually. It lets me binding plus make a play next turn. Alright. So go land. We're gonna play the warrior. With Allied Assault, we could get in for a bonus 6 damage, which is not lethal, so I don't think we will. And then we'll play the binding on the GOP. And then next turn I can Allied Assault plus Pump Ambusher, which is pretty good. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Pump here. Plus another 6. And that should be lethal. There you have it. Alright. So we ended up going 7-1. Really was kind of a nothing special deck. It's kind of been par for the course with this format. I feel like I draft insane decks and get crushed, and then I draft kind of whatever weird party decks and win out. So I don't get it, but I hope you enjoyed watching it. We'll see you for the next one.